Yo, what's up, guys? So this one is called Assistants, the Do's and the Don'ts from my perspective. And understand that my ex was an assistant back in the day in the Ovitz era. You know what I mean? Do you know who Ovitz is? I hope you do. So he ran CA, right? Before the Young Turks came in and took it over. But back in those days, your boss would you come into the office and your boss is doing fucking blow like on the fucking table, you know, and maybe getting a thing he sucked. Hey man, this is rated R, bro. It's rated real, okay? You know, and if you fuck up, they might throw their phone at you, dude. And you're like, bro, what? My head is bleeding, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, go tell somebody, and you're gone out of the industry. You want to? No, don't tell nobody, dude. Shut the fuck up. That's what it was like back then. Okay, this is way before like Me Too, way before Harvey, all that shit, dude. Okay, and so you know the number one thing that I remember my ex saying to me back then, it's hard to remember because that was 30 years ago, 30 fucking years ago, where she was an assistant, you know, and. By the way, I was signed. I was signed back then. My first agent was I was 21 years old. Okay. Anyway, so I'm 52 now. Anyway, so my ex was like, the number one thing I gotta do if I like once she realized like I want to do this, I want to be a fucking agent. Is she was like, I need to anticipate what the fuck they want, what my bosses want, you know, and that's the number one thing I would say. There's two things, right? By the way, does this blanket bother you? It bothers me. So we're gonna get it the fuck out of here. Get out of the shot right now because you're hogging like airtime. Okay. So anyway, that's a joke for someone. So anyway, so she knew like I need to anticipate. I need to anticipate what the fuck my bosses want, and you know, and that's the main thing I fucking remember. Two things: anticipate and don't go around my boss's back. Those two things, don't fuck either one of those up or you're done, you know. And anticipation, like it reminds me of the story of sorry, my foot itches. It reminds me of the story where there was a dude who hit me on Twitter, and so he tried to fuck me over, right? And he was like, he went to my ex and said, do you know that your ex is saying that he was co-sold Gone Girl? Do you know that? And tried to tell on me and shit. And she's like, what? Wait, what? And he's like, and so can I get a read from you? You know, like I caught him, you know. And she's like, no, you can't. I'm blocking you. And so she calls me immediately, right? So she calls me and she's like, did you know that he's saying this shit? I'm like, no. Like, and I'm like, wait a second. What? He was your, and then he tells me like, yeah, I was your ex's like very first assistant. I'm like, really, my guy? Like, I saved your job, you dumb fuck. You haven't learned anything in 20 fucking years, you stupid fuck. What? You know? And I just tried to help you, dude. Talking back and forth on Twitter, I tried to help you, dude. And you're trying to go around my back with shit? Don't go around people's backs. They'll catch you and you'll be done, bro. So yeah, so no, he did not get a read, and it didn't play out how like he thought it would. And you know, my ex caught him again and said, fuck you, you know? And so did I. So I told him, fuck you back. And I blocked him, dude. Don't do that shit. You know, like, let's go to anticipation. Anticipation, like, and I'll tell you the story of why he got fired, actually. And I saved his ass. And my ex is like, he can't figure out how to get me water. Like, and my ex is like, that's my main thing. If I have an assistant that doesn't figure out how to get me water, you're gone, bro. You're gone. You know, it's about anticipation. You see me on the fucking phone, and I don't want my mouth to get dry while I'm doing a deal, because I don't want to appear to be nervous, even if I'm not. Okay, so I always want a glass of water when I'm doing a deal. Okay, so make sure that fucking happens. And he couldn't figure it out. You know, he was just like, you know, feet up on the chair, just like a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? And so I said, so she's like, my ex came to me a lot and said like, what do you think I should do here? And I give my ex a lot of fucking, I don't care what she says at this point, but I gave her a ton of advice how to fucking maneuver. And I said, give him one more chance, And she's like, you know what I'll do? And I said, yeah, do that. And she's like, I'll pour him water and see if he fucking gets it. And so she poured him water. I'm like, yeah, do that. And I said, if he doesn't get it, then kick him the fuck out. So she's like, would you like some water? Pours him water. He's like, yeah, sure. Why not? Dude, if your agent, your boss is pouring you water, something's wrong here, dude. Do you not get it, you dumb fuck? And so she's like, there you go. There's water. Okay, now I'm gonna go do this deal. And he's like, okay, cool, man. Okay, my bad. Like a stupid fucking dumb fuck. I'm keeping this rated R for real. Okay? And so I'm like, did he ever give you water? And she's like, no. And why does she want water so bad? Like I said, so she doesn't sound like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about when she's on a fucking important call. She doesn't want to be looking around like, excuse me, where are you at, dumb fuck? Can you give me some water, my guy? I'm the one doing the fucking deal, and you're just sitting there talking to your friends out front your whatever assistant friends. Do the job, my guy, or you're never gonna make agent. I promise you. And who came under my ex, man? A lot of people who went on to do some big shit. Like VP of fucking Warner Brothers, or like a partner at WME right now. Partner over there was my ex's assistant. You know what I mean? And I would imagine she probably learned some shit from my ex of how to be an assistant, how to fucking be valuable, how to be, you know what I mean? Like let me make sure that shit's taken care of for my boss so that my boss can move through the industry with ease, And so for my ex, it was water. If you don't get her water, you're gone. And for other people, it's like and this is an example that Hilliard Guest gave, right? Of Rant Room. Go listen to Rant Room podcast if you don't. It's fantastic. But his example was, if my pen falls off my desk, pick it the fuck up and put it back. I don't got time to, if I'm on a call, dude, I don't got time to where the fuck did my pen go? I'm losing my momentum, and some younger, assistants and shit think pick up your own pen. Why are you being such a diva? It's not about that. It's about, I don't want to lose my fucking momentum when I'm trying to make a multi-million-dollar deal, my guy. That's what it is. So if you see my pen fall off my desk, pick it the fuck up, put it back, and you can learn, you can train your boss. You can learn what their quirks are. And they're if they're all on the phone, they're like this, a lot. And you're like, oh, I see. They need their pen. Or they need water. And you see the glass, it's empty. Go fill it up. Boom, there you go. You good? And they're like, yeah. So yeah, what I was saying was, or the pen. And they're like, hang on. And you're like, boom, there it is. Put it in their hand. They're like, so yeah. So and then they write down a note because they're trying to get, they're trying to make the deal in their favor for the client. And they don't want to miss that thought. That could be the difference between making a multi-million-dollar deal and not. Just the pen in a fucking hand. And you can train you can train your boss. Is that their thing? They always misplace a pen. They put it over there. They just, they got so much going on. Train them. It's right there. Boom. You put it on the corner of the table. Boom. It's right there. You go find it. They're on the phone. While they're on the phone, go look for the fucking pen. There it is. Okay. It's under there. Oh, there it is. Put it right there. And you keep putting it in the same spot. And you're training them. And then they're like, da 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 da. And then, for a split second, they're like, where the fuck is my pen at? I need to write this down. And they're like, oh, I bet there it is, right where my assistant always puts it. And then at the end of that shit, when you're up for agent, they're like, the partner's gonna be like, should we promote them or no? And yeah, your boss is going to say yes or no. And that's huge to the partners. And you don't want to be one of those people that's walking out crying, man. Like, I swear to God, man, like some people who don't make agent walk out of the meeting where they're like, no, you don't fit in. I'm sorry, you don't fit in. And they're walking out crying, and people are like, holy fuck, they didn't make it, man. I'm up next. You know, let me see if I get my ass handed to me. You know, it's hard to become agent. It's very hard. Okay? So, you know, and the other thing, let me wrap it up with this. Do not go around your boss's back. Don't do it. You know, and I've seen people do some stupid shit where they go around their boss's back. Don't ever do that. You know, even if you think like, but it would help them. No. Because there might be something in there that your boss knows that you don't know. And they're like, that was the wrong move. It was. And you almost completely fucked us. Okay? So you're gone, bro. Let me say a dumb one that I've seen and more of like, I'll show you. So a dumb one I've seen is this dude. He was not an agent, and he printed out cards that said his name and CAA agent, and he wasn't an agent. Bro, you're gonna get found out immediately. How the fuck do you think that's gonna play out? Like what? So yeah, within a couple days, people are like, wait a second, this guy's saying he's a fucking agent, you know, and he got popped. And what does he do? Because his name is very specific. It rhymes with Sterling. Okay? Anybody heard this story? Way back in the day? And I looked him up like a year ago or something, and he's a movie critic now. You know, for some bullshit like thing. He wanted to be an agent, but he couldn't hack it because he's trying to go around people. Just pump your brakes, bro. Pump your brakes and do things by the book, or you're gonna get kicked out, man. Okay? Another one, probably the worst one I've ever seen is I'll tell you who it is. Michael Camacho. Anybody know him? I don't know what he's up to today, but he really fucked up. So, but he was an agent at this point, and I liked him. You know, like he back in the day, he bought me a sandwich. We went to see a play at that place on Santa Monica, right there, that little playhouse. We went to see a play right there. Went around the corner and got a sandwich, and he paid. He's like, I'll get it for you, because he wanted to play. He's probably in his little suit, his only one he has at this point, because he's a fucking, you know, he wants to be a big shot agent, and he's playing a little baby agent at this point. Like, I'll foot the bill. I'm like, okay, go ahead. You know, I'm 20 something at this point, 23 maybe, I don't know. But I'm already repped. I was repped when I was 21, my first time. Anyway, so he's playing baby agent, and so I liked him. You know, I could tell he's one of these guys, a little snap, like trying to like, and you know, it's like, be careful, bro. Though I'm just saying. So he makes agent, and he's a big shot at that point. He's probably making like $1 million a year. You know, big agent, and he fucks up like this. He goes to Oprah Winfrey and tries to make a deal with her around the partners' backs. And what do you think? So he's on the phone, so this, that. What do you think Oprah did the moment she fucking hangs up? Okay, cool. Click. Boom. Put me through to the partners. Okay? Hey, you know, and I don't know, Richard probably, like, hey, do you know that he's doing this shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, I can leave you guys. Do you want to lose one of your biggest clients? There is? And they're like, wait, what? What do you do? Like, what the fuck? You know? And so, you know, Oprah Winfrey, man, like Oprah Winfrey can just call anyone and say, like, she can call fucking Ari Emanuel and be like, hey, this is Oprah Winfrey. Put me through to Ari, okay? And they're like, yeah, of course. And Ari's like, on the call with someone, NASCAR, whatever, you know, UFC, whatever. Oprah's on, you know. This is when you're being a good fucking assistant. Oprah. And he's like, oh, got it. Hey, let me call you right back. Cool. What's up, Oprah? And she's like, you rep me now. And he's like, yeah, of course we do, for sure. Like, She can just call anyone and you rep me now, you know? And so going back to that, it's like, bro, like they were probably like, dude, you can't do that. Like, you're gone. Okay? So no, don't go around us. We understand that you're a big agent now to you, but not to us, because we're the fucking partners who run this whole thing. You can't do that with clients. You can't go around our back, because we like having Oprah as a client. And if she says that to anybody, like that we have agents going around our backs, that basically we don't have control of the company, you know, that's a bad look, man. Okay, so you're gone, dude. You know, and he was probably like, well, can you give me like a couple weeks to get my shit? No. Put your shit in a fucking cardboard box. We'll get you one. We'll send one over. Put all your shit in there, and you're gone today. Today, you're out. Okay? So that's kind of how we're ending it. Because of you. Don't fuck the whole company over because you think you want to get ahead of yourself. And that's what I'm saying there is that's how a lot of assistants fuck themselves, is they try to get ahead of themselves and they think they're a fucking big deal, but they're not yet. So never get ahead of yourself, never go around the boss, and never fucking lie, right? Like I've said, agents, like my ex says, agents tell the truth artfully. Meaning, if I thin it out a bit, okay, but I'm not lying. Okay? So never go around your boss, and also as an assistant, make sure that your boss always has what the fuck they need. It's kind of simple, really, you know. So that's my thought on assistants, and best of luck if you want to be an assistant and you want to go smash it and you want to be an assistant and make it to agent or whatever the fuck. Good luck. Don't fuck up this way. Okay? Good luck.